Hey folks, let's give you another quote from George Washington that will not end up on a Mount Vernon pillow for sale in their shop as a part of George Washington Inc. I came across it when in looking through all of the correspondence between George Washington and the Marquis de Lafayette, based upon a post by Mount Vernon this morning, which is sort of a farcical interpretation of a plan of the Marquis de Lafayette's to provide a fantastic example of how to end slavery. And poor Lafayette, not understanding that Washington was not going to do any such thing, and then having the entertainment value of seeing how the folks at Mount Vernon shade that to put it in the most favorable light to Washington. But in any case, this is about more quotes that will never make it onto a pillow. This is May 10th, 1783. George Washington to the Marquis de Lafayette. The Indians on the frontiers of Virginia and Pennsylvania have lately committed acts of hostility, murdering and scalping many of the innocent settlers, who were returning to their frontier habitations in hopes of possessing them in peace. It is much to be doubted whether these wretches will ever suffer our frontiers to enjoy tranquility till they are either exterminated or removed to a much greater distance from us than they are now. One more time, just between you and me. It is much to be doubted whether these wretches will ever suffer our frontiers to enjoy tranquility till they are either exterminated or removed to a much greater distance from us than they are now. Now, wretch is a word that Washington often uses to talk about people who are beneath contempt. Earlier on in the war, he calls loyalists unhappy wretches, deluded mortals, just as he then goes on to suggest that they be exterminated too, that they just be executed. This is Washington. If they are not with you, they are wretches and need to be exterminated. That's Washington. And it is strikingly similar to the language of Jefferson in an order to George Rogers Clark just a couple of years earlier about what to do with those Indigenous Americans that they're fighting on the borders. Exterminate them or remove them far beyond our connection with them. But that is a part of how they see them. Exterminate them. And to be able to use the word exterminated, that won't make it onto a pillow.